Hello, violas. Today we'll be learning the viola part for Fire in the Bow by Brian Balmages. This is a really fun piece of music, and it's got a very aggressive, modern, almost cinematic sound to it. So I think you'll enjoy playing it. Now, the one thing that you really need to be thinking about when you play this is your finger patterns. You are using a lot of the low first finger, which in the habits book, that is finger pattern number 3. And so basically you've got low second finger and also low first finger. Now, in the key signature, you really just have one flat. So this is kind of in the key of D minor. And that is B flat on the A string. However, they have given you accidentals for the flats that are played with the low first finger on the other string. So if you see an E flat marked on the E, that is not E natural, but E flat. So low first finger. You've got some A flats on the G, and even some D flats on the C string. So just remember, if that first finger note is marked flat, it is low first finger. And they've also given you some reminders with L1 indicates low first finger, L2 indicates low second finger. And but just know that except for the A string, they do have to give you the accidental, the flat, to make it the low finger. Couple other challenges in this one. There are those low first finger notes, but they're not in effect all the time. So just remember that when you've got a sharp or a flat or a natural on a note as an accidental, it is good until the next bar line, and then they would have to write it again if they want it again. And in this one, usually what they'll do is they'll give you a courtesy accidental if you've just played a bunch of, for example, A flats, and then they want you to play an A natural. They'll go ahead and mark it in and put it in parentheses. That happens in measure 57, for example. You played A flat on the G string in measure 56. And then the first note in measure 57 is a natural. And then you play an A flat again. And then low second finger B flat. So just make sure that you're practicing this one slowly, being really careful about the first fingers and the second fingers, and remembering whether it's high or low first and second finger. When you have two notes on top of one another, do try and play them both if you can. So those are intended to be double stops. And the tempo for this one in Smart Music is 150 beats per minute. That is slightly faster than the printed tempo of 144. So it's okay to set your metronome and try and play it at 144. But if you're playing along with Smart Music, you're probably going to want to work it up to 150. And then just remember that if you do change the tempo in Smart Music, it's going to cause some distortion to the background sound, so you may find that distracting. You might want to practice it on your own until you're ready to play it at 150 beats per minute. So let's give it a try. I'm going to go ahead and go at the default tempo in Smart Music, 150 beats per minute, and I'm going to get ready because this one starts pretty quickly. fun one to play. Just play, try and do your best to play it with a lot of confidence, and use plenty of bow, and then just make sure that you're thinking about your finger patterns, and you might want to put in a few extra reminders if the L1s and the L2s are not enough for you, because certainly the low first and low second fingers are not needed all of the time, so you do need to remember when it's not low first or a low second finger. Good luck and happy practicing.